Automatic or manual? That is a question I end up asking myself a lot when it comes to storage. Working or broke is also a question I ask myself every time an update comes out for Minecraft, because now my game is locked at 30 FPS and there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. Another bug on the Jira that needs to be fixed. So, hello anyone, everyone, and no one. My name is Slacklizard, and welcome back to Let's Play Laggy Bedrock today. And while it's truly not laggy, the FPS to me is just off. It may be fine in the video. I hope it's fine in the video because it's driving me a bit insane. But I'm not going to let it deter me once again because there is stuff that I want to get done. And this world needs a lot of work. And speaking of work, this has been the storage that we have been using for quite a while now. Now, this is a manual storage system, and typically when it comes to storage systems, I go with the manual. Because when you tend to want to do something like this that's automatic, you tend to run into a redstone monster about like this. And while this does work, and it is a good storage system, as it does a lot of things that I want it to do, it's just super slow. And that's one of the things I don't like about this type of a storage system. But there is another option that apparently I'm not going to be able to show you because the server has not been updated. See, on the Forever Slackville world, there is what we call an item categorizer. And I have a massive one over there that the whole community uses on that world. It's kind of a forever world that's been up for a long time, though it hasn't seen a lot of activity here recently. It's still one of my favorite builds ever. Now, oh goodness gracious, you, I can't, please just go away. There, that's better. Now, skin's broken again. Another bug. Yep, I absolutely hate when people call this version of the game bug rock. I do. But how much can you take before you just truly embrace it? That's a hard question to answer. Now, here is a very small version of an item categorizer that I built on Slackville Season 2, right near the end of its run for that season. Now, I never did really get this thing completed, but the whole concept is each of these double chests here are a category of items that you sort out. So you dump everything into this chest here. It goes down, hits a minecart delivery system, goes up and flies over the top of the system. And then when an item that needs to go into a category slot is detected, as the hopper minecart goes by here, it'll pick up an item from here. So say there is a block of emerald. It will pick that up, redirect to redstone, bring it over here, drop it down here, and then it will end up inside of here. This is one of my favorite types of storage systems. As you can see, it is a little bit touchy to build. Now, just like everything else in Minecraft Bedrock Edition, every update tends to break something. And there was a couple of things that were broke on this, and I think I have now got them all sorted out. The only thing that I would really like to change with this thing, though, it's a hard call on whether I don't like these being exactly side by side or if I want to gap them out just a little bit. So that means I need to take a little bit of time right now and see if I want to adjust the layout of these, because I would like to have the option where I can get in and to these easier if in oh my goodness, I can't speak. If in any future updates something is broken, because like in this version right here, if we look right there, there is a piece of glass right here. Now, because of previous updates, when the items broke out of the hopper minecart, they kind of exploded a little bit of everywhere. Now their explosion is even worse, and with that hopper there, let's see if I can actually demonstrate this. If I were to grab that hopper and place that back into there, now, as we can see, there is glass up above that. So that shouldn't be able to pick anything up. If I were to grab, let's just say this here, bring it over here and throw it into the system to be delivered into the system, it'll start kicking off. We'll get our hopper minecarts down here and they're going to start launching. Now with the most recent update, that hopper was picking up other items. So if we can get in here and see, that goes there, boom. Looks like everything should have ended up here, but it's not. Somehow, that hopper there, covered and nowhere near that, is picking up items. And I did a lot of testing, and if I just remove that out of the equation and do that like that, that will prevent this from happening, and everything ends up where it needs to be. And as you can see here, this is a very, very fast system. I mean, we just launched another one. We still got the other one going through the system. There goes another one. It is insanely fast and a very unique storage system that I absolutely love. It allows you to customize it and put what you want in here. So you can have a whole area dedicated to just acacia wood. So your acacia wood would end up in there. Your planks would end up in there. And you can see through to my body because I'm holding a piece of glass. Good talk, game. Good talk. Right. I'm getting sidetracked here. What I need to do is take a few minutes here and build a small section of this beside this, because this is a Mad Hatter build. This is not a Slacklizard build. This is a Mad Hatter redstone contraption. And I need to understand it just a little bit better myself and see if I want to gap it all out. So it's time to do a bit of testing. I've built one module stopping at the top of the observer here to take a look at what's going on down here, because we need to change a few things. And going back here and looking at the original, we have this hopper here, which goes to that, which this chest would never be used. Like, not in this version, not in that version. It would absolutely just never be used, which really confuses me on this chest, which means we're going to have to do a little bit of a redesign here. And I feel like that should be like that and that. Maybe that's how it was supposed to be in the original. Maybe I built it wrong when I put it on here, but that would have never been used. Now, additionally, on top of that, if we're taking this one out of the equation, that means we don't really even need that one in the equation. So then items pump down through here into that. They pump through here into those. That goes into that. I wish we could get this going into both sides of that at the same time, but I can't. Now, of course, this line here is our hopper minecart return system. That should work better. I could probably change this up even more, but I think that's how I want to leave it for now. And I just got a message from T-Man that apparently the other world has now been put online. I want to go look at it and see if that chest was the other way there and I just built it all wrong. Now, as we render this thing in here, you're going to see this is a little bit of a larger scale than what I was planning on the Season 2 world. And let's jump right down here first thing, and in the back here, yep, they were going that way, not the other way. And here is a more breakdown version. Example, this one module right here holds lapis, gold, shulker shells, ancient debris, iron, and such. This one here holds all redstone components. This one holds rail components, wood, glass, rockets, different types of planks and slabs. I like this. This is the type of storage system that I want to aim for. And this one even has something that I was aiming as a further goal that we're probably going to put on our current world. If we come all the way over here, we have stone. We have our stone, we have our smooth stone, we have our deep slate, cobbled deep slate, tough, pretty much a wide variety of different types of stone. And if I can get down here to the bottom, coming out of that stone chest there, which is right there, you can see one side has a hopper. That allows for us to keep the bottom chest full of random stone bits, and then all the excess comes down here. Once it gets down here, it goes into its own item assorting system. Now, I haven't been on here forever, so it's probably not exactly been up to date. Yeah, it looks like it is. So it goes into shulker loaders. And then from the shulker loaders, we can have cobblestone, stone, cobbled deep slate. We can break it down even more and have all the storage we want. As you can see here, there's a lot. This world has been around for a long time. It's really sad that no one's been playing on it for a long time. But that is what it is. I really like this. I think we might incorporate this style into what we're doing up there. Now that I really, really look at this, I might leave this exactly how it is, this close together, because we have something new that we didn't have when this was built on this world. And I just want to see if I can find it to give it a try. This might be a better option than what I was thinking about doing. I'll knock those out. Then we go boom, 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 boom. Oh, I really like that. If we do that, I'm going to temporarily take that out and do that. What we can do then would be we could put a literal representation of what we want in each of these by just looking at it versus having signs there. Oh, that feels nice. I like that. Yeah, we're probably going to keep these modules side by side. And let me see, this one goes in the negative on the X. I'm willing to bet that the one that I built on the other world goes on the negative X as well. And coming over here, land it here. Yes, you do go on the negative X axis as well. We're in the a lot of rails, observers, hoppers. We got lava, powdered snow. We can get that relatively easy. Now the question is, do I even have a structure or file for this? And can I even use one? Because they've been so laggy here recently. So after digging around, I did find a structure, a file for this. And honestly, it doesn't hurt my frame rate whatsoever because, well, my frame rate is already tanking as it is. Now, if I come down here to the bottom of this thing, which is right down here, that part, yeah, that part I'm going to have to do separately because I'm 90% sure that is a very, very old version and all the timings are going to be wrong. Additionally, this is a very old version as well because I can see there are repeaters there where the water streams are. But for the most part, it should still be the same as the other one with just some minor changes. I just need to get in the other part before we do the upper part. And I think I'm actually going to try to do that in a bit of a time lapse today. If, you know, everything works in my favor. So let's give that a try. It's either going to work or we're going to hard cut back. I really hope we don't hard cut back. I'd like to do a time lapse. Well, we have 2 bits of good news. 1, that's in place. 2, we had a hotfix rollout, which addressed and fixed the FPS issue. We no longer feel like we're playing Minecraft 10 years ago, which is nice. That is a drastic improvement. Now, it is time to do a little bit of a test. Minor spoiler, I may have already tested this just to make sure it works because redstone, that's all I got. Now, first chest here. We've got stone, this chest over here. We've got blackstone, this one we've got iron, and this one over here we have got placed in stone bricks. So we're going to drop in a bunch of items and see that they find themselves some homes. And additionally, we're going to drop in 2 stacks of redstone blocks because these 4 modules are the only ones that are programmed to take any items at this moment in time. And they should all end up down here. Now, the redstone blocks should end up all the way down here at the end because they have no home. And seeing as none of these have been designated yet, nothing should go into them. I say with my fingers crossed on regards to that. I may have tested that this works, but I haven't tested that, you know, things that don't have a home won't end up somewhere they shouldn't. All right, all these go into here, and they will be pulled down, loaded into their own hopper minecart, move across, go up, and into the system. Now, if I didn't show it earlier, these things work very interestingly because the first 4 slots of this thing, if I can right-click one without breaking it, excuse me, are filled up with shovels. That's what all these here are for. We fill it up with shovels, then we put the additional items that we want to be sorted right there. Now, as these guys come up, They pass through that first chest up here, which, hey, if it has the block in question that it needs, it picks it up out of there, sends an update and tells it, hey, drop it over here, which is super handy. And of course, our shovels get picked up there, redirected around into our shovel hopper line right here, which anytime now, there we go, we can see shovels starting to feed back down into the system. The hopper minecarts are picked up right there. They are broken and instantly collected on the breakage point. So now we just need to verify that all the things end up where they need to end up. And how far are we on this? Getting pretty far, almost there. I can't remember the exact number of items per hour, but it is astronomical. The only thing you want to do is make sure that you don't unload this thing while it is running. And so we've got 4 modules, 8, 16 total, and we can categorize these however we want. We don't have to put one particular type of item in it. We can put multiples. I have a feeling that I am going to be using quite a few more of these as well. You know, it still baffles me at some of the redstone people come up with in this game. I mean, we've done some pretty nice and impressive things ourselves with the 4X minecart hopper sorters, the tree farm, but this just voodoo to me. Absolutely voodoo. Right. 4 stacks. Still pulling in there. 2 stacks there. 4 stacks there. And then down here, please be redstone blocks. We are 1 block short. Why are we a block short? Okay. Did someone get something they shouldn't have? You are all shovels. No redstone there. No redstone there. No redstone there. Well, the bad thing is I can't access that to see if that has anything in it, which it shouldn't, because if it did, it would send out a signal there. Ah, wait a minute, I can't access it. Okay, that makes a lot more sense to me now. Seeing as it didn't have a home anywhere else, when it did come over, came up, kicked across, shovel, 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 shovel. There was 1 item left to be pulled out there before it got over and being broke there. Okay, so everything is working as intended. That made me nervous there for just a minute. So now we just go through here and set up a system like this. Actually choose what we want to be sorted and where we want it sorted, what kind of modules we want to come up with. And I have a feeling we're going to need a lot more of these. But that being that, I think that's about all the time that I have for today's episode. If you're interested in building one of these yourself, I'll see if I can get an updated structure file and get it placed inside of our Discord, because there is one on Mad Hatter's website. I don't think he's ever done a true tutorial for one of these, but the structure file is a bit out of dated with some changes that need to be made up here and down here to the settings on this. There's comparators that need to be adjusted, repeaters that need to be adjusted, hoppers that need to be removed here, and make sure that you always get this thing a chunk of line. With that being that, that's where I'm going to call this one an episode. If you've enjoyed today's episode, make sure to drop a like down below. If you'd like to see more, please consider subscribing. And on that note, I'll catch all of y'all in the next one. Bye, everybody.